So, you've completed your first playthrough of Elden Ring. You defeated Radagon and the Elden Beast, and even became the Elden Lord. But what now? This series will try to answer just that. I'll be showcasing some things that I've done to get more from Elden Ring, and down the line we'll be trying out new things together. Think of this as a kind of let's play. For episode 1, we'll be trying out new characters. New characters can give a new perspective to the game depending on your build and weapon choices. Each build has its own pros and cons, and learning a new build can definitely spark a new life into the game. I like to start by finding a weapon type that I haven't used before. This personally puts me outside of my comfort zone, and it forces me to adapt to unfamiliar movesets and try out different tactics. To help with our planning, the Fextralife Wiki is a great resource for item descriptions and even full build guides. But for now, we're mostly interested in the weapons, so let's click on the Equipment tab, then let's click on Weapons. Let's scroll down a bit to see all the weapon types in Elden Ring. In my first playthrough, I mainly used great swords on a strength build character, and during my playthrough I did get a couple of sights, and I didn't get the chance to use them, so let's check those out. And it seems the wiki calls them Reapers, so let's give this a click. Okay, so there are only 4 sights in Elden Ring. The first 2 seem to be standard smithing stone upgrade paths, while the last 2 seem to be somber stone ones. So I think for this experiment, let's just go for the somber ones. Let's give the Halo Scythe a click. Okay, so the Halo Scythe is a drop only from the scythe wielding Clean Rot Knights. Let's check out the drop rate percentage. And I don't think it's a good idea because it's only 2%. That's a deal breaker. Let's go back and let's check out the Winged Scythe. So the Winged Scythe, okay, so it can be found in a chest, so it's a guaranteed item. Nice. And let's check out scaling. It's a primarily Dex Faith type weapon, a build that I haven't tried before. Interesting. And if I'm not mistaken, the Tomb Sword Ruins is also in... Yeah, it's in the Weeping Peninsula in Limgrave. So I think this will be the weapon for our experiment. So now that we have a core idea for our build, we'll be dashing through the lands between to get our goodies. Since we've chosen a Faith and Dex scaling weapon, I think we'll go with the Confessor this time around. So let's check its stats out. So it starts with 12 Strength, 12 Dex, and 14 Faith. It's a bit far off from the minimum requirements of the Winged Scythe, but I'll show you a trick that we can do later to get those stats. Alright, so let's select that. Let's choose Type A for now. Then for the name, let's go with a Winged Scythe Run. Alrighty. Now for the keepsake, I always recommend the Golden Seed because nothing beats that early healing flask, right? So let's finish up here and I'll see you guys later at Limgrave. So to get started, let's upgrade our flask, but first we need to activate this grace point. I do like this new feature here that they added, so it's easy to find if you have enough to upgrade your flask, right? Okay, so with that done, let's go ahead and get Torrent. Okay, so now let's sit on this side of grace and let's talk to Melina.
It will summon Torrent. Treat him with...
Okay, so before anything else, let's go ahead and change our time to morning so we don't find those night cavalry dudes that can wreck us at any moment. Okay, so before we head to the Weeping Peninsula, let's go ahead and put Torrent in our quick slot and let's get a couple of items here. first one that we need is the Limgrave map. So let's get that here. And let's go down these stairs so we can get the whetstone blade. Alright, the last thing that we need from Limgrave before we go to the Weeping Peninsula is the gold pickled fowlfoot. It can be found in the beach, and I'll show you in a second. So let's warp to the Church of El.
This way, tarnished.
Oh.
May I have a word?
Let's speak to Ronnie real quick. So let's go to the beach and let's grab that gold pickled fowlfoot. We can also take a quick detour here in the cave, and our left hand side should be here. So let's just activate the Site of Grace here so that if we want to complete this dungeon, we can definitely do that, right? So let's go ahead and activate it now. Perfect. Okay, so once you see that pillar next to the Spirit Spring, you'll know that the item is there. Right. So before those skellies fully resurrect, let's jump upwards to the Spirit Spring. Okay. And I didn't know you can do that. Oh, where are we landing? Oh god, oh god. Ah! Okay. I did not intend for that to happen. Alright, so from the coastal cave, let's just go outside a little, but let's not draw the aggro of the demi-humans. And let's warp to the gate front Site of Grace, but before that, let's mark this bridge here that leads to the Weeping Peninsula. So let's go ahead and warp here. So we got a Somber Smithing Stone 1. That will be very helpful for the weapon that we're going to get. Alright, so now we're in the Weeping Peninsula. So let's just activate this grace. And let's head to the next item that we need, the Morning Star. So the Morning Star will not be our primary weapon, right? We're building with the Winged Scythe as our main weapon in mind. But it'll be helpful for the next segment of this pseudo guide that we're doing. So the Morning Star can be found in an open chest here in that broken down carriage. So let's go ahead and take it real quick. There's a lot of enemies, so we have to be very quick. There we go. So the Winged Scythe is in a ruins in the west part of the Weeping Peninsula. So to help us navigate through this entire peninsula, let's just get the map. So, based on what the wiki says, the Winged Scythe should be here. And along the way we can stop by at this Church of Marika. Okay, perfect. We also needed that sacred tier. Let's just head into the entrance. From what I recall, there will be 2 page assassins here. So let's try to lure them one by one. Thankfully, we started with a broadsword. Because it's Ash of War, the square off I mean, is very powerful. It's even great in PvP. It catches people off guard and deals tons of damage and often one-shots, two-shots people. There we go. Now let's head into this door Then open this chest. And we should have our winged scythe. So the winged scythe's requirement is still a bit too high for our stats. But in a couple of minutes, I'll show you how we're going to get those stats. So we headed back to the gatefront side of Grace, and we're going to be heading east to the eastern part of Limgrave. So to start things off, we have to find the map, but I think we need to get rid of the fog first, so let's head eastward. So this is where we need to go. This is where the map is for the eastern part of Limgrave. So let's just head over there. So this place is a bit dangerous. As you can see, there are roaming rune bears. And I like to joke around with my friends that these guys still kill Elden Lords, so be very careful, my friends. Okay, so let's grab the map real quick. There we go. I think we aggroed one rune bear, but we're gonna be heading north towards the third church of Marika. So the third church of Marika also has the Flask of Wondrous Physic, which will be very helpful for our build later on. So let's grab that. And let's grab the Sacred Tear as well. Here we go. But the real reason we came here is to access this teleportal north of the church in this pond-like thing. And here we go. So at this location in the map, there should be a teleporter that will lead us to a lid. So guys, if you're gonna follow this guide, I recommend that you follow my instructions to the letter, right? No hesitation, because these monsters will very much one-shot us for sure. Okay, so what I recommend is just activate this Site of Grace, so we can always come back if we do mess something up, and that's very common. Okay, so let's run past Black Blade Kindred. Then let's grab this golden seed on the way. Okay. And now let's activate this Site of Grace. And hopefully we can pass through the bridge without getting burned alive by the dragon. So I recommend sticking to the sides. Oh gosh. Okay, we narrowly escaped with our lives, but it's not over yet. So at this Erdtree location here, there should be an Erdtree avatar of the putrid variety. My friends and I call this guy the evil Erdtree. So let's just avoid the evil Erdtree, head to the back of the tree, and there should be a spirit spring. There we go. And now the worst should be over for us. Let's just run straight into the fort. There should be a Site of Grace outside that we can activate. And here we go. Okay, so this part may take a few tries, but just keep at it and we'll be done soon. So what I recommend, upon entering the building, just run straight through, head to the ladder, don't stop for anything else, just climb the ladder real quick, just run, and see, we didn't even get poisoned. Yeah, we didn't even get poisoned, right? Okay, so let's just head straight through, open this chest, and we're gonna be getting the Dectus medallion, at least the right half of it. Then we're gonna be jumping down here. Let's find a hole in the ceiling that has a ladder. There we go, so that's a ladder. So let's head down. Let's stick to the right side, grab this rune item here, do a roly-poly with the rat, and jump to the next platform. Now we're gonna be sticking to the left, avoiding baby rat and big mama over there. And we jump down to get the Radagon Source Seal. So if we're quick, we can climb up the ladder before they attack us. And yeah. Okay, so we just jump down from where we came. Okay, so let's just dodge away. And I think we can exit without even dying. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. But I think we're safe. I think we're safe. So now let's go ahead and use the tools that we collected in Limgrave. I'm sure you guys already know this trick by now, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna be killing this chungus of a dragon here, and we should get a total of 96,000 runes, I think. So we equip the Morning Star, and we'll put the Golden Foulfoot in our quick slot, and we start mashing. So this is gonna take a while, and the reason why this approach works is that the Morning Star has an innate bleed effect. It just takes a lot of hits to proc, but once it procs, it will take out a huge chunk of the dragon's HP. There we go, as you can see there. So we're gonna be doing this a lot. So I recommend opening a YouTube video, maybe watch a couple of vids, maybe even try out watching my playlist. Okay. Yeah. So I'll see you guys in a minute once we're near the end. Okay, so we're nearing the final tick. I recommend using the item now, since it has a 3-minute duration. So we're not really in a rush. So let's just keep mashing. We're almost done. And there we go, we're done. So we should be seeing around 96,000 runes. Oh, it's actually 96.5. So now we're done with the dragon. Let's go ahead and equip our Winged Scythe. Then let's equip the Radagon Source Seal. So as you can see, we have the minimum strength and dex requirements, but we just need faith. So let's go ahead and get some faith then, right? So let's go to level up. Get the 24 faith requirement. You can go ahead and level up your faith to 40 if you'd like, but here's what I recommend to make our playthrough a bit easier, right? Let's get 25 faith now. Then from here, let's just get faith from here, right? Okay, so we should be able to use the attacks as well as the Ashrafar, which is Angel Wing. I do find that Ashrafar really nice, unique. And I think it's also great for PvP because it stops the usage of healing flasks. Alright, so we're ready. We have the Winged Scythe at +1. We have a decent amount of stats. And I think the only thing left to do to try out this build is to give Margit a try. So don't get me wrong, the fight will still be pretty tough. I know we got a lot of vigor, but Margit is Margit. He still hits like a truck. But our damage is pretty substantial, as you can see. But trading is still not a good idea because Margit, for an early game boss, has a ton of HP. Well, we can chunk him definitely. Just with a bit of patience. Let's give that another try. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're doing good. So let's get us a Cerulean Flask in. Get HP Flask there. Now let's try to... Well, and I didn't know that the Winged Scythe actually does bleed damage, which is great. Okay, let's get another hit in. Let's basically fight. He's gonna be charging at us. Then we can counter with our own Ash of War. Space again. Just keep dodging those knives. Dodge in 2. Turn Ash of War. But yeah, that was risky AF. Okay, let's face a bit towards the entrance. Pop a healing. Oh, yeah, he's still very brutal. Do a jumping attack here. If we're out of mana. There we go. If you made it up to here, thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some value from this, and if you are to take something away from this video, I hope you see that this is more of a method guide instead of a step-by-step one. You can definitely apply the same approach to any weapon of your choosing. Anyway, sub if you would like to see the next episode, which most likely will be PvP 101. Thanks again for watching, and peace!